Hey guys, welcome back to another video where I try to break down a commonly asked interview question. Now today we'll be talking about, tell me about a conflict or disagreement you had with a colleague. So the first thing to answering this question is to remember the STAR method, which stands for situation, task, action, result. So let's talk about these individually a bit more. So situation, you're basically just describing what kind of conflict or disagreement with your colleague you had. Don't try to be general. You want to be as specific as possible so that it doesn't feel like you made it up on the spot. And then task is what the purpose is. Like what challenges was there? What were the expectations? Like what were you expected to do? And why did you have to do this? Now, action is what steps you took to resolve this problem or like talk it out with your colleague. And then result is like what happened after doing all of this. Now, one thing my mentor said to add was lesson learned. So what did you learn from this situation, this problem, and how would you apply it in the future if you were to encounter it again? So let's just break it down a bit more. Situation, I think there's not too much about it, but try to be brief. But don't try to be too general because you still want to have a pretty specific problem you have in mind, but you don't want to make it too long. So make sure to keep it precise and concise so that it's not like a really long story and it's gonna take up like a lot of your time. And then task, I don't think there's too much to talk about it. You're just saying like what you're expected to do and what needs to be done. So action is where most of the juicy part comes in. When I was answering this question, my mentor said that I focused too much on like the step-by-step action that I took, but didn't really consider any like human emotions because obviously when we have a conflict or disagreement, we would feel, we have emotions. We're still human. So it's okay to say like, oh, I felt really stressed in that situation and I was really annoyed at that person because maybe we were trying to get a deadline done, but blah, 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 blah. Now, the thing the employer wants to know about you is that you can remain professional even in these conflicts and to know that in the end, everyone wants the same goal, which is to finish the task or like complete the task. And they want to know that you don't really take things personally and that you're able to like understand the other person, see where they're coming from, and maybe try to work it out that way. Then after that, you would talk about the results. Oh, blah, blah, blah. This is pretty short and simple. And then lesson learned is what you learned through this experience. And maybe you can reflect on some things that you did good, some things you did bad, and what things you can improve on if you were to get into this conflict again in the future. Anyways, that is all for this question of tell me about a time where you had a conflict or disagreement with a colleague. Try it out, play around with these ideas, and try to mix it in with your answers for this interview question. Let me know in the comments down below if you found it helpful and whether you actually tried implementing it in your interview and whether it was successful for you. And if there is a interview question that you guys would like me to cover, make sure to comment it down below and I'll consider doing it, or I'll just reply to your comment directly. Anyways, if you guys like this video and found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any other interview questions that I'm breaking down for the week. If you want to join me on my 90-day journey, be sure to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any new things that I'm learning. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great day. See you guys in my next video. Peace.